Round 5 of the FIM S1 and UEM European S2 Supermoto Championship comes from Ligneres, brand new circuit in Switzerland. And Mano Hermann needs to close the gap in MX1 if he's to stand any chance of winning the title this year. And Peter Voracek can be champion in S2 if everything goes to plan this weekend. Let's take a quick lap around the circuit then. We're on board with Marcel Gotz. It's a short burst down into turn 1, and then you see second, third, fourth gear down the back straight, then down a couple of gears through the little chicane, roll the throttle nice and early, then quick shifting in short succession through the chicane on the bottom end there, and then around this very long sweeping left-hand turn, easy on the gas through there, gradually rolling it back on again. But as we come out of here, it's a flick right, left into the dirt section. Hard and slick, beautiful sunny day, about 30 degrees outside. So again, it's going to be very, very difficult for traction. Over the first tabletop, on the gas, over the next one, then into this right-hand turn. A couple of small little jumps here, and then we block through this right-hander. See where they'd water the track there, it was a little bit sticky and one or two deep ruts had arrived, but over the little step down, back on the gas, through this kink, and then back onto the tarmac section. Second gear there, watch the gear change on the right, third, fourth, fifth, through the right-hander, kissing the curb, then back down the straight in the opposite direction, through the final corner, and then as you come out of there, it's short shifting again, second, third, fourth, and that's the lap of Ligneres. In the S2 European Championship, Peter Voracek was fastest in time training, and he had an 87-point lead coming into here over Devon Vermeulen and Sami Salsala with just 2 points further back. Race 1 was a comfortable win for Voracek over Edgardo Barella and Devon Vermeulen, which meant Voracek's points lead then went out to 92 with 125 points left on the table. Voracek was also a winner in race 2, and Vermeulen then finished in second position, and that gap went out to 95. So he needs to be more than 75 points clear after this third and final race, does Peter Voracek, to guarantee him his second European Championship title. Well, off to the perfect start on the SHR Honda, Peter Voracek, from his nearest challenger in the championship, the 188, Devon Vermeulen. Third in the early stage of the race was the 146 of Sami Salsala. To see him there, and the 698 of James Addy. So Addy was having a good ride. Then we had Mattia Martella. He was down in 5th place, riding the number 53. Then we had the number 38, Andrea Moschini. We don't see too much of him at the sharp end of the leaderboard. There's Vermeulen in the red helmet. Barella didn't finish the second moto, so his chances of getting third overall in the championship look very, very slim now, because he lost a whole load of points going out with a puncture on lap 6 in race number 2. Devon Vermeulen, though, doing his best to keep hold of the leader in his sights. Battles going on further down the order. It's a battle for 19th place. Not a long track, but it's quite challenging, hard and slick, and then you're bringing that dust out onto the tarmac, so it's going to be causing the rear wheels to spin up. But there's your race leader, Voracek and Devon Vermeulen, not so far apart this time around. Then we've got Salsala going through the 146 and 53, Mattia Martella. So they're third and fourth at the moment, and Martella looking to try and pounce. Back with the leader, 202, Peter Voracek. And making it look easy. He's withstood the pressure, and Voracek comes over the line. It's a maximum score, 75 points for him. He is the new 2012 European Supermoto S2 champion. 12 wins over the course of the season, and he wins it overall from Vermeulen. Salsala third, Martella fourth, James Addy, good ride for him in fifth, from Moschini, Marcel van Drunen and Teo Monticelli. In terms of the points, 98 now, the difference between Voracek and Vermeulen. Just 75 left on the table. He's champion, that's confirmed. Sami Salsola just 10 points further back, and Mattia Martella now up to 4th, Varela being demoted to 5th. That's your podium. Peter Voracek in the middle, with Devon Vermeulen to the right and Sami Salsola to the left in 3rd. Gilbert Gontier on hand to deliver the red plate to our new champion, Peter Voracek.
Thanks so much. I have to say also a lot of thanks to my team. Dennis, Jill, Nick, because without them I never do it like this, because last year was really big disappointed and then I changed team, and from that moment everything goes very perfectly and easy, so really thanks so much and I'm really happy for it.
So 2 titles now to his credit, the first coming in 2007. So he's had to wait a few years to get there, but he's finally done it again here this year.
Hi, I'm Gozzini. I'm here with my bike, the new Aprilia of the PMR H2O racing team. I had a lot of problems this year with injuries and other stupid things, but I am here for come back to the top of the overall, like ever, and trying to be faster than ever with my bike.
Our season didn't start the best way, and also Davide crashed in Sicily. We're here to improve our bike as well. The bike is a prototype. It's built by Aprilia Racing in collaboration with our team. In this race, we're going to use 2 different configurations of engines. We have the Scream and the Big Bang version to help Davide. The rims are Alpina Matrix, and also we use a very sophisticated electronic system that's also used in Superbike. Other components are Andreani suspension, and the brakes are provided by Newfren. The bike is developed by us with the racing department. We also have an adjustable frame to help the steering, and we can use different configurations from race to race.
Really, I'm very happy to be here. It's a great opportunity to see a supermoto race in Switzerland. As you know, supermoto is an amazing sport with a mix of road racing and off-road. And today the organization is excellent. The show, the riders, everything is doing a very good job. Then I think all the spectators will enjoy to stay here in Ligneres in Switzerland.
Matt, good season for you, but for now you're still the podium. What do you feel today in a new track for everyone?
Yeah, the track is great. The sun is out. We have a lot of spectators here. So for me, it's a good race. I just need to try and push hard and try to close the gap what I have behind Christian in the championship. So my aim for the weekend is to push hard and try to get some points back on Christian.
Thank you and good luck.
Christian, for now you're 5th in the championship standings. Do you think today there's a possibility you can do better? Well, unfortunately yesterday I didn't have a good qualifying session, and then today I'm a little bit at the back in the starting grid, but I'll try to do my best and play with Matthew until the end. Very well, good luck then. Well, the championship in S1 before we came here, Thomas Charret on 272, Manu Herman second, 31 points further back, with Ivan Lazzarini on 222, just 19 off of him. And then we've got Adrian Charret fourth, Christian Rivaglia fifth. In the time training session, it was Adrian Charret from Manu Herman and Thomas Charret with Lazzarini fourth. But the Super Bowl session meant that Thomas Charret moved to the top, Manu stayed the same, Adrian Charret dropped to third, and Lazzarini ended up in fourth position. Race one here for S1. And Manu Hermanen gets off to a flying start. Ryder disappearing out in the dirt there, taking the long way round. But the SHR TM of Manu Hermanen, closely followed by the number 4 TM of Thomas Scherer, the championship leader. Adrian Scherer in there, number 5 in third place. And then it's the number 71, Pavel Kmar, just behind them in the orange leathers. Lazzarini down in 5th position. 109, Philippe Dupasquier, former motocross rider. Obviously the Swiss round, meaning that he's going to come here as a wild card. But there's Lazzarini, number 30, trying to find a way past Pavel Kmar. They're battling for 4th place at the moment. Through the sweeping right-hand turn. There's your leaders, quick as that. There's Adrian Scherer, the team Fast Wheels Aprilia. Seems to have lost the toe a little bit, but the 2 TMs ahead of him, Manu Hermanen and Thomas Scherer, making this guy here, number 5, Adrian Scherer, work very, very hard indeed just to keep on terms with them. There was Pavel Kmar just in the back there. That's the number 13 going through. 109 and the 21. This is the battle for 6th place. Philippe Dupasquier and Teo Monticelli. Through that sweeping left. 113, Max Verderosa with Matt Winstanley and Ravaglia in there as well. Kmar, 71, still doing everything he can to keep the number 30 HM Honda of Ivan Lazzarini behind him. Some riders saying that not the easiest place to pass on, but we have seen it being done. There's Manu Hermanen just starting to break fractionally clear from the number 4, but a slight mistake and Thomas Scherer will be in. Verderosa going through. We've got a whole bunch of riders behind him as well. Matt Winstanley, Christian Ravaglia, Ilya Samartin. And the 51 of Andrea Ricchini as well. Having a good ride down in 10th place at the moment. Lazzarini trying everything he knows. But so far, not making it happen. Manu Hermanen though, he's our race leader. He's on his final lap. Thomas Scherer still there, ready to pounce should there be a mistake, but can't see him making one now. The flying Finn up on the pegs, letting the bike do all the work at the rear. And that suspension just working nicely. Looks like he's got it set perfectly. Checker flag goes out. Manu Hermanen takes his first race win of the weekend. That's win number 7 for the season. Official confirmation. Then Manu Hermanen wins it from Thomas Scherer, Adrian Scherer 3rd, Pavel Kmar, Ivan Lazzarini, Philippe Dupasquier, Teo Monticelli and Matt Winstanley down in 8th. Max Verderosa was 9th and Ravaglia was 10th in the end. So far so good then from the 131 Manu Hermanen. They'll be looking to do it all over again in race 2.
I have on my team this season 3 riders on the European Championship on S2 category. Atan Urkan, Mattia Martella and Devon Vermeulen. I have Thierry van der Bosch on the S1 class. We use the KTM SMR 450 with the support from Andreani Group about the suspension holdings, and I make many special parts for this bike because we don't have so much support from KTM because it cut the budget for the supermoto, but we have a very good technical setting for the bike.
This year I ride for KTM Motor Racing Team. We started the season in the partnership a few days before the first race in Ottobiano. Because of my spine injury of last year, I stayed 6 months off. Ottobiano was a difficult race because of the weather and also the small training time, but it was a lot better in Croatia. even with another injury just before. I almost finished in the podium in the first place, but I crashed in the last race. But it's okay. I like the bike and the work with the team, and we hope to finish the season with good results and hopefully with podiums.
The lights go out here in race 2, Ligneres, round 5 of the FIM Supermoto S1 World Championship. Manu Herminen again storms into the lead, but he's got Adrien Scherer behind him this time, then Thomas Scherer as they go through turn 2. So the fast wheels of Aprilia, there, the red machine in between the two blue TMs. Trying to make it a little bit different this time in this second race. There's Lazzarini, he's 4th now, so at least he hasn't got to find a way past Pavel Kmart, who's just slotting in nicely behind him in 5th place in the early stages. Number 8, Ravaglia, better start for him in 6th. Verderosa 7th, Dupasquier 8th, Ilya Sammartin is 9th, and Fabrizio Bartolini, down in 10th place. Starting to pull away though is Manu Herminen. Still, though, Thomas Scherer trying to find a way past his brother Adrien. That's a battle here. Number 5, Adrien Scherer. Number 4, Thomas Scherer. Adrien Scherer, a 4-time world champion. Thomas Scherer won it 2 years ago and then lost it last year after being taken out in the final turn by his brother in the second race at Cahors. But these two going at it, and number 4, Thomas Scherer, does go through, so he's now going to get his sights firmly fixed on Manu Herminen on the SHR TM. There's Lazzarini, HM Honda, just coming towards the end of the off-road section there. Hard, deep ruts. Francesco Cucurella not having a good ride, down in 26th position at the moment. Obviously had a problem in the opening laps. He's now, though, pulled the pin and is going to try and score as many points as possible, but it's going to be a big ask from there. Past our little midi cam, the ground cam. There's Bartolini, the 110. And he's in that battle. Oh, who's that? Ilya Sammartin, Bighetti Suzuki. He goes down from 9th position. So he's going to rejoin in around about 17th place. Just around the halfway mark. Thomas Scherer starting to lose ground now on the 131, Manu Herminen. Lazzarini seems to have broken free from the 71 of Pavel Kmart. That's 4th and 5th. Number 71 here, 5th place, Pavel Kmart. Quite consistent today for him. Hasn't always been the case this year. Takes a long look over his shoulder. Christian Ravaglia nowhere to be seen. Well, there is Rafael Fonseca and Matt Winstanley. So Matt Winstanley, another rider, had a problem in the beginning of the race, working his way through. There's our 3rd place rider, the fast wheels of Aprilia. Number 5, Adrien Scherer. Looking like another 3rd place finish for him. Unlike this guy, he'll be in 1st for the 2nd time. Comes over the tabletop in the centre of the circuit. Good crowd here this weekend. Not often we visit this part of the world for Supermoto, just over the French border. And this guy here, Manu Herminen, doesn't care where he races, as long as he takes the checkered flag, which he does here in Moto number 2. That's win number 8 for the season so far. It's the most wins now for any rider in S1 in this season. Herminen wins it then from Thomas Scherer, Adrien Scherer 3rd with Lazzarini, Pavel Kmart, Christian Ravaglia, Teo Monticelli and Max Verderosa down in 8th. So just one more race to go then. Can he make it 3 out of 3? The lights go out, race 3, and this time Adrien Scherer sneaks up the inside of 131, Manu Herminen, who uses all of the racetrack and a little bit more as he goes down the first long straight. And still leading the way, Adrien Scherer, the fast wheels of Aprilia, and Manu Herminen. Thomas Scherer there in 3rd place, a gap opening up between them and Lazzarini, then Ravaglia in 5th place, Pavel Kmart in 6th, Fabrizio Bartolini in 7th, Dupasquier in 8th. Matt Winstanley, a better start for him, this time in 9th, considering he was on row 5 of the grid after finishing 20th in race 2. Davide Gozzini down in 13th place, not having a good year. Heard from earlier, 1 or 2 injuries that he wished he'd never had, but trying to make amends, but it's going to be hard work from there in this 3rd and final moto. But look at these 3, absolutely glued together. Adrian Scherer, Manu Hermanen, Gozzini going out. So the PMR H2O Aprilia, no points on a board from him, goes out on lap 2. Adrian Scherer though, and Manu Hermanen still glued together. Thomas Scherer just biding his time, waiting to pick up any pieces should there be any. Even Lazzarini, the HM Honda there, number 30, he's in 4th place. Still got the number 8, Christian Ravaglia, just behind him. And then Pavel Kmart, then Bartolini. Whole bunch of riders locked together down that straight there. That's the 46, Cucurella. Or Rafael Fonseca, sorry. So down the lower placings, but still pushing as hard as the leaders. Manu Hermanen still not able to find a way past the number 5, our race leader, Adrian Scherer, and he's being caught now by number 4, Thomas Scherer. So Thomas Scherer, although he had a decent points advantage coming into this Swiss round, can't afford to be giving too many more away to Manu Hermanen. He's already given up 6 points today. Here's Ravaglia, number 8, and Pavel Kmart still dicing over 5th place. Stanley just behind them. And we've got a new leader, 131. Manu Hermanen has gone through. Takes a look over his shoulder. Sees Adrian Scherer there. Well, this will help Manu Hermanen massively in terms of points if he can stay there between him and his brother, or his fiercest rival, I should say. Oh, almost off the bike there. Manu Hermanen had to drag a leg and stumble his way through that turn, but he managed to keep it up on 2 wheels. Doesn't want to throw it away at this stage of the weekend. Done everything right so far, has the flying fin. Adrian Scherer, though, best race of the day so far for him. He's in there within striking distance. He'll still believe that he can win. There's Pavel Kmart. He's in 5th place. Ravaglia 6th. Matt Winstanley through there in 7th, the number 251. Pavel Kmart just coming into form at the right time, but unfortunately there's only 1 more round left in the championship. There's Sammartine and Tognacini. Uros Nastran, the Valenti Suzuki Lux Performance rider, goes out. But here's our race leader. Still can't relax though. Manu Hermanen, 131, because he's got both the Scherers, number 5 Adrian and number 4 Thomas, still breathing down his neck. And it's absolutely nothing in it between them as they come over the line. And a quick look at the timing screen will show that there was half a second between the first 3 guys as they did come over the line. But Manu Hermanen takes the victory from Adrian Scherer this time. Thomas Scherer 3rd, with Lazzarini, Pavel Kmart, Chris Ravaglia, Matt Winstanley and Andrea Occhini down in 8th. 9th was Fabrizio Bartolini. 10th was Teo Monticelli. Manu Hermanen, though, the overall winner in the Grand Prix. 75 points to Thomas Scherer's 64. That's a good points haul for the Finn. Adrian Scherer on the podium in 3rd. But even Lazzarini just missing out again. Walter Wobman, the FMS president, hands Adrian Scherer his 3rd place trophy. And Thomas Scherer his 2nd place trophy. And Manu Hermanen, though, your overall winner this weekend, win number 9, 2nd Grand Prix win of the season for him, but the red plate presented by Mr. Vito Ippolito to Thomas Scherer. He still leads the championship after 5 rounds and 1 round remaining.
The track suited me, and now really it's the last chance to start to catch Thomas if I want to be world champion. So that's what I did, and we'll see how it goes in Carol. Well, the championship standings then. Had a good lead before he came here, 31
points more than Manu Hermanen, but that gap now down just to 20. We've got 1 round to go. Adrian Scherer out of it, though, in third. Lazzarini not too far off the pace in fourth, but he would have wanted to have done better this year, that's for sure. Now, 2 points off of Adrian Scherer, and TM have guaranteed the World Manufacturers' Championship. They cannot be caught in the final round in Carol in France. But a good day then for Manu Hermanen and TM. First time he's done that this year. Well, join us next time. That's it from Switzerland. We go to France next at the end of September. My name's Paul Malin. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then. Bye for now.